Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting video. And this is the 50th video in my channel, and you can see, but I don't have much support from you because I have uploaded 50 videos and I'm giving a good content, but I need your support, guys. Please do support me and subscribe, like, share, and do whatever, but please show your support. That's what I ask you, so please do support me and let us enter into the video now. And this video will be full of traps, and let us go in. First trap is the elephant trap now coming up on the board, and this trap will be very useful for the players. Much of the players will fell for this trap as well. I don't know, but let us start. D4 and knight to f6, c4, oh sorry, c4 and pawn to e6, knight to c3, pawn to d5 and bishop to g5 and knight bd7. Here your opponent fools you to tempts you to take the pawn on d5. Well, you will take it because it's on free, right? The pawn is on free. Why will you miss that? But that is the big problem for you in upcoming moves. Well, if you take and black takes, knight captures, and now black will take here on d5 and lets you to grab the queen on d1. So okay, queen captures on d1, and now here comes the killing move, bishop b4 check, and you need to give your queen, well, queen to d2, bishop captures, king captures, and king captures on d8, and you can see the white is in a minus position, that is, it has only two minor pieces and black has three. Okay, so this is the first trap, the elephant trap. Okay, let us go to the second one now. Okay guys, the second trap is the legal trap, so let us go into it. And this traps follows with pawn to e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, pawn to d6 solidifying, and knight to c3, bishop to g4, pawn to h3, and bishop to h5 to maintain the pin on the h5 d1 diagonal. Well, most of the players do this, and here is to deploy the trap, and with the move knight captures on e5, allowing the black to take the queen on d1. And if black takes, then bishop captures on f7 with a check, king to e7, and knight d5 is a brilliant and a very brilliant checkmate, you can say. Well, let me move on to the trap number 3. Okay guys, the trap number 3 is the Blackbone Shilling Gambit trap. So let us go with it and dive into it. And white begins with e4, e5, knight f3, knight to c6, and bishop c4. So now you will play the move knight d4, tempting white to take the pawn on e5. So knight captures on e5. So now queen g5, allowing to take a pawn on f7. And you are attacking the g2 pawn as well. So knight will obviously take it, and you take on g2. Well, now rook to f1, and you take on e4, check, and you cannot play king to e2. Knight will simply grab it. So you need to play bishop to e2 to avoid, but white is checkmated. You need to give your queen, otherwise you will be checkmated. So let me go back now. Like after knight captures on f7, king captures, and if what happens like knight captures on h8, when this is an alternative, so you capture the rook on h1 with a check. So bishop to f1 is the only option. So you capture the pawn on e4 again with a check. So now bishop to e2 again, now not king, queen to e2, knight will simply grab it. So bishop to e2 and bishop to c5, knight to c3 attacking the queen. So now you play knight f3 check. So now we cannot capture, sorry, you cannot capture, there is an queen covering on this file. So you go, white go king f1 and queen h4 threatening a mate on f2. So king to g2, queen captures on f2 and king to h3 and d6 is a brilliant checkmate. Well, a brilliant and a nice checkmate on the board. So let us go for the trap number 4 now. Okay guys, trap number 4 now. So this is called the copycat trap, you can say, and this won't works usually, but you can try with your friends. Well, let me dive into it. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight to c6, knight captures on e5, knight captures on e4, queen to e2, and now your opponent will save the knight by playing well like knight to c5 or something like, okay, let me assume like knight f6 only, but here comes this move, knight c6 check with the queen, and the knight is targeting the black queen. So if you play this as well, then queen captures on e7 is winning. Well, this trap usually don't works, but you can try with your friends. Before I said that, right? Okay, let me move on to trap number 5. Okay guys, so now the trap number 5, that is the French defense, which comes on French defense, called the Paulsen Miler-Bary Gambit trap. So long one, so let me go into it. And e4, e6, d4, t5, e5, c5. So now you support with playing knight to f3, supporting the pawn, adding an extra support to the pawn on d4. So now knight to c6. Okay, so now again you support by playing pawn to c3. So now queen to b6. So now there is an attack on this pawn as well, but you can defend it. But you play a cheap trick here, that is to play, you block yourself by playing bishop to d3. So now if he takes here, then he's corner, takes, but again he can play another move to save his position, to save his game, but he tries to be greedy and capture the pawn on d4, then he's gone. You capture with the knight, and if he captures with his queen, then here comes the killing move. Can you find that move? That is the move bishop to d5 with a check, and this sweetie is corner. So these are the 5 traps on this video, on the 50th video. Hope you liked it, and if you like this video, then please just give the thumbs up and hit the like button. Okay, both are same, and please to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of my updates, and I will meet you in another video. Till then, take care and bye for now.